What is going on, guys? This is your boy Az. We are back here. We're going to be running another video with regards to the retcon counters for War. Keep in mind, War is going to be undergoing some changes here in a couple weeks, so these counters may not necessarily work in the new version. But either way, we still got a few weeks of War left, so we're going to, take advantage of the fact that we can still handle these guys here. And actually, on that note, Odin was actually one of the first counters used quite extensively at the start, right? That Odin counter where he basically starts zapping everybody, and then, yeah, once he gets his, empowered state or whatever, then, yeah, he basically becomes unstoppable, right? But the funny thing is now that we've been facing up against quite really powerful Jeffs, the combo actually hasn't worked as well as it should. And now I've actually kind of figured out another workaround to this team. So, I've only tried it on some 9 and 10 mil teams, which, I mean, isn't super massive, but nonetheless, still a counter, and I wanted to kind of bring that to your guys' attention. And on top of that as well, other than this Odin counter, I also have 3 or 4 other counters I want to share with you guys today that are similar counters I've used in the past, as well as a new one. But yeah, hopefully it helps you guys out here if you guys are looking for some retcon counters. But yeah, the person that kind of glues this all together, obviously, and you guys would have seen it in some previous footage as well, is Valkyrie. When a hero Asgardian dies, clear negatives, apply safeguard, blah, blah, blah. Gives a ton of stuff. So this is really nice. And then actually there's another character now. This is a new one here, so hopefully it makes sense, but it's actually Beta Ray. So Beta Ray, I was just going through the kit here, and I saw that he actually gives the hero Asgardians and Bifrost members 60% armor. Do you guys know how much armor that is? That's crazy. That's a lot of armor. In case you guys don't realize how much armor that is, that's like, it's a ton. It's a ton of armor, and obviously with armor comes like resistances to damage and whatnot. And you guys will see here that it is quite impactful. So that's the combo that makes this possible. And yeah, you can just slap in some other hero Asgardians, whoever your strongest ones are, and let it rip. But we also use, like I said, we also use Apocalypse, because Apocalypse gives an extra 30% health to the overall team. So 60% more armor, and I think it's like 30% health, 20% or 30%. I forget the exact number. But it all makes Odin a little bit more tankier so that he can survive. And then you guys are able to get through those initial waves with the retcon counterattacks. All right, so there's the initial setup here. This one went a little weird. I was going back through the footage of it, and I don't know why this happened. There was no exhaust on the other team, and for some weird reason, you guys will see here, they just didn't do all their attacks that they usually do. Like, they usually do more stuff. And yeah, see, Jeff does his thing, and then he doesn't. Don't the other retcon members usually attack? So maybe he doesn't have his T4s. Maybe I'm not 100% sure. So instead of proceeding with this battle, because obviously you guys can tell if Odin just uses his special, it's game over. So we're gonna exit out here. I don't know. I might have to look into it. I was trying to check their abilities, and yeah, Jeff is all maxed out. Other than his awakened, I think, right? 777. And yeah, like I said, it was a little odd. Then She-Hulk, same thing. So I guess, yeah, when you don't have their awakened or whatnot, I think that's why. Just correct me if I'm wrong here. I'm not 100% sure. I forget if it's supposed to be like a 775 or 776, but regardless, you guys will see here that we'll proceed, and we'll get through the fight here fairly smooth. Not too many issues. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to look into it, but hopefully you guys can see it here. Yeah, once Odin just kind of does his thing, he zaps, and we won't do the entire battle of it, but yeah, you guys will see here, once Odin gets that initial battlefield effect, it's game over, right? You can't stun Odin, and once even Thunderstrike, right? He didn't really die either. But yeah, this wasn't like a weak retcon team by any means. It's just, I don't know why they didn't take those initial turns that they usually do. I'm gonna have to check something out here. I obviously didn't do my homework, because yeah, obviously I used this before in another war and it worked just fine. But anyways, so I'm gonna exit out here. There's another team I can use this on. I think there was a 9 mil team, so we'll use it on that one instead. And the same thing, we'll use the same lineup. We'll throw in our Odin, our Beta, our APOC, and again, so quite a weaker team, but nonetheless, we'll see if this one works too. And yeah, so okay, so yeah, so he does his alt, and then Yeah, so I don't know. I'm missing something here. I don't know. 775. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at Jeff's passive. I gotta be honest with you guys. I need to check their abilities. I don't actually know who does the time warp thing that allows for them to hit all the characters. Yeah, it must be. I don't know if it's a T4 issue or something. But either way, regardless, we'll just play through it again here so you guys can kind of see it. It's yeah, literally he takes his battlefield effect, and it's yeah, very very easy here. This team does not allow for much other than the fact that, like I said, you just got to get his battlefield effect. Beta Ray has already done their thing here, and it honestly makes it so easy for us to kind of proceed. So I would say if you guys don't, if you guys aren't using your Odin right now for Retcon, this makes it a lot tankier just because of that increase in 30% or 60%, excuse me, armor, and then of course as well the increase in health as well from Apocalypse just makes it so much harder for these guys to to die, right? And Odin really feels it because he is actually a very heavy armor and health based character. So anyways, so that's it. Try the Odin one if you can. We're gonna go in here with Omen now. I haven't done this one before, so this is a new one here just because I've brought up some of these characters for the tower. And yeah, fairly decently sized team. And this one will take down well, the 6 red Jeff kind of looks like he's beastly here. So yeah, we'll go in here. This is actually a really really solid team even for the tower. So if you guys are able to build these guys up, there's just a lot of speed manipulation, healing. The team in itself is actually really, really good. I think I've realized how good they are outside of war. So hence why I said, you know what, I'm going to put a little bit more into this team just because they've actually given me so much value. But yeah, as you can see here, this one's a little bit more concrete. Now they actually get their abilities off. So something was going wonky with my Odin counter. So if you guys know what that was, please correct me because I'm an idiot. I don't know why they weren't setting off like they are supposed to. Like, look, these guys are taking a million turns, and that's how it should have been. But for some reason, against the Asgardians, they were not doing that, which is bizarre to me. I don't know what. I might have just missed something here. But anyways, throw the special in the center here. It doesn't really matter. It's just got to miss. And then, yeah, that's going to cleanse. When it gets to Minerva's turn, it's gonna be insane. She just basically strips all these positives off thanks to her ultimate. It's just crazy. When there's 4 or more, boom, strip, and then that's pretty much it. I mean, we've got safeguard, we've got Ebivon rewinding, 20%, 25%, whatever that is, depending on each ally member. And then we got Ronan. He can throw the massive ult here on Squirrel Girl so she can't heal. And yeah, the singularity hits and heals and gives more speed bar back to Surfer Breaker. Yeah, I mean, it's easy peasy. Now, keep in mind, you can also use Surfer Breaker with another team that's weaker just because he can top off their health. I used them previously before on my Xavier, but I want to split them up. But yeah, you guys can see here, my team is basically 105s other than Surfer Breaker, and we're able to clear out a very, very powerful Retcon team. Very decently sized, all 110s. All that good stuff. So very easy there. Do the finishing blow. So that's the first team here. We're going to quickly jump into a Liberty lineup. I've used this team before, and now I'm hearing more and more people get Blue Marvel. Actually, congrats to Valley. Valley just got his as well. But yeah, slowly becoming more available to the free-to-play, which is awesome. Blue Marvel is impactful here because if you're using it against a smaller size Retcon team, you don't really need much. The Liberty guys are here just so that they can throw that taunt on thanks to Joaquin's passive. And literally, yeah, when it gets to Blue Marvel's turn, use that special, and he's just gonna basically just annihilate Jeff. Have him as a raider as well. That helps for the extra crit if it lands. At least that's what I did with mine. And yeah, this one, yeah, just use them on smaller teams. It's gonna work on the smaller size teams. If you don't have full 7 reds on your Blue Marvel, this may not work as well just because he's so beefy. Yeah, they'll just die here from bleeding out and or whatever that was. I don't really know how they died, but yeah, as you can see here, very smooth. And then yeah, you can just throw the ult here. That should maybe clear out these other guys as well here just because of all the negatives. Dead. So yeah, the trauma helps, and you can hit auto here, so to speak. But yeah, very, very simple, easy counter as well if you're not using your Blue Marvel for anything else. Or maybe you can slap them on defense, right? Especially with the war updates coming, it's going to be very interesting to see where these new the backup teams, right? The teams that come in afterwards. It's going to be very, very cool to see. Let's jump in here with another counter that I like. This is the one I use my Xavier with just because we get a lot of buffs from the X-Men synergy. And I like to throw Phoenix in here just because she's an extra character. If she dies, she's going to come back on the board, and this is going to help Professor Xavier. This is a good sized team as well, so this is why we want to use our Xavier. So, yep, see, Phoenix is back. And if it gets to her turn, great. If it doesn't, no sweat. Every time they use their ult, it's going to heal up Xavier. Great. See, we get to Phoenix's turn. She's going to use a special here just to do a little chip damage. And once we get to Xavier's turn, you just got a special. I like to go after Squirrel Girl just because, you know, you want to block her off here. But, yeah, I don't know if that's the smart move or the dumb move, but it seems to work for me. And then, yeah, then at least she's targeted. And if she dies from it, great. If not, whatever, not the end of the world. And, yeah, just throw the special. I think she should just die off here. Yeah, you want to just survive long enough so that when Storm does her turn here, this is going to kill off Squirrel Girl. And then it's also going to apply some good amount of damage as well to the team. And, yeah, Jubilee's nice. Throw the stun on Jeff. That should hopefully maybe get a ping here and kill off Jeff as well from Storm. We'll see. Yep, Jubilee gets that auto hit from the special or the striker. And then, yeah, then you can pretty much just auto here. Yeah, if they survive this, great. Xavier can use his ult as well. But, yeah, very, very smooth, very quick, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then, yeah, if you guys are wanting to go against a larger retcon team, you can also put your Professor Xavier with Surfer Breaker as well. And you can conquer up some big ones here. The last and final team isn't a full retcon team, but I've been seeing this more and more in Marshard. People are slotting in Wolverine here, which is an interesting choice. It's an interesting choice here, but we finally have the full 5-piece symbiotes combined and done. So we're not using our symbiote Spider-Man anymore, which is a little unfortunate. But it is what it is because these guys together just have more buffs together. And, of course, as well, more positives, all that other stuff. See, even with this Wolverine comp, they're taking like 5 or 6 turns before I get one. So I don't know what was going on with that Odin one. Let me know again. If you guys know what I missed, please let me know. I'm puzzled. I'm gonna look at their kits after this. I clearly missed something because Odin was going first. Maybe because of the speed up or something. I don't know. I don't know how the mechanics go here. It is nice that we have that turn meter now, but sometimes it is kind of confusing as well because you're just kind of curious what the heck is going on here. But anyways, yeah, hopefully it makes sense. We can basically, once we get the special off and get Carnage on the board, it is very, very straightforward. And yeah, this is a very decently sized team as well here. So I'll give the gentleman props to this team here. I go after Squirrel Girl because I don't want her healing. And yeah, you can just throw double basic or spread. And then, yeah, Venom's going to get that follow-up hit that should kill Squirrel Girl. That's not going to matter too much because we got Safeguard. Boom. That's not going to matter too much because we got Safeguard. And then, yeah, you can go after Jeff after that. He's got the heal block and some other stuff as well. So, yeah, Quicksilver Symbiote might die here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he might die here. But, yeah, Jeff's going to do his thing here. Yeah, he's definitely dead now. So, dead. Okay, that's fine. Wow, this is actually closer than I thought. But, anyways, we'll throw the ultimate. This is going to give us a ton of speed bar just because of the damage. And, yeah, now Carnage can do his thing. Kill. Yeah, just throw the basic here to apply some slow. And, yeah, we should be able to kill off Wolverine here. Oh, luckily he didn't ult Venom. But either way, yeah, double basic here for speed. Boom. And then, yeah, we can take care of Wolverine. And that's it, guys. That's it. Those are the counters there. Let me know if this helped you guys out. Just a few counters for your back pocket here in case you guys don't know what they are. But, yeah, I always enjoy trying some new stuff here. So this is fun. And, of course, as well, the full Symbiote 6 has been proving lots of value. Cosmic Crucible, War, all that good stuff. So hopefully it helps you guys out. Let me know in the comments below if this did or did not. Other than that, good luck with your wars, and hopefully you guys are able to get the most out of it with these counters. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one.